I'm going to do.
Right, you'll feel a bump in a minute.
Okay,
Right?
you're recording. You are recording. Okay, then.
I'm glad you sorted that then. Do you want the... That's... What about the light, Thomas? Is that bright enough?
Yeah.
Because that light will be going off.
Which... Yeah, I'd say this is probably bright.
And is it bright enough on here?
It should be.
Yeah, automatically.
Okay.
So, behind you, Katrina, is the light switched there?
This one?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Right.
Wow.
Motion's on. Now, do you know how to do a takeoff, Thomas? Have you done one before in your simulator?
Yeah. Pull
Okay.
forwards on those.
Yep. These will be automatic, okay? They'll look after themselves.
Okay.
So all you've got to concentrate is using the rudder pedals to keep it straight on the runway.
Yeah. And,
Okay?
will you do rotate?
No, you do rotate. I'll call it. You'll do it.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
Right. So I'll call it. I'll look at the insides. I'll monitor speeds. Rotate is a nice positive rotate to about here.
Yeah.
As soon as that nose comes off the ground, you saw in the video, and you've probably seen you have used a flight director before.
Yes.
Right. That magenta crucifix, that little square aeroplane is you. Okay. So what we're trying to do is get you into that little crucifix. The crucifix will look after you.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So we'll need to neutralise that. We're ready to go. Katrina, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Right, so let's squeeze the motion on and we'll go. Right, you're locked in. Okay. I'll release the brakes on Thomas. And we are underway. Rotate, Thomas. Nose is coming off the ground, so eyes straight into the screen. It's positive one, we'll take the gear up and I'll start accelerating. Okay, bring your nose up a little bit more, pull back a little into the crucifix. A little bit of forward pressure, just a little bit of a right turn, nice gentle grip. Keep pushing forward onto that horizontal line, that's it. That will take you to 5. That's it. Hold it on that horizontal line. Going to level you off now, Thomas, so it will require quite a forward push to follow that magenta line down. There it is, and sit on that magenta line. A little bit of a right turn now. We'll get that vertical line back into the centre. Okay, now I'm going to put you into a right turn. The heading line's gone behind us. If you start to turn right, keeping the little square on that horizontal line and a little bit more bank, steepen up the turn a little, and that vertical line will come back in. So keep turning until the vertical line comes in. There you are, hold it there and sit it right over the crucifix, and that will look after you during the turn. So a little bit of back pressure to get the square over the crucifix.
Can I ask a question?
Push again.
What exactly are these and what do they do?
These two here,
Yeah.
they're CDUs. They're computer display units that are linked to the two main onboard computers. So basically your keyboard.
Okay.
Just a little more bank, that's fine. A little more, that's looking good. We're going to descend you to 4,000 Thomas and increase your speed at the same time. I'll wait until you've rolled the wings out.
25 now.
descending to 4,000 feet.
Yeah, down 4,000, so we've just got 600 feet to go. Now, if you look out the window, Thomas,
Yeah.
if you look at that mountain range straight ahead of you, can you see the gap in the mountains, the crevice in the mountains?
Oh yeah.
Right, I'm going to take the vertical line away from you. So now eyes outside for 9 or 10 seconds, and bring your eyes in occasionally and just check where your aeroplane is, reference to the horizontal line. Okay, so I want you to steer using the mountains, but bring your eyes in just to check where your aeroplane is pitchwards.
What's the 25% thing?
It's 2,500 feet above the ground. Although we're indicating 4,000 feet, that's 4,000 feet above sea level. So the terrain obviously is variable below us. So as we cross this higher ground, there's a little radio beam that runs in front of the diagonally in front of the aeroplane, and it records any close proximity to the ground.
Yeah.
And it's not triggered until 2,500 feet. So as soon as it senses 2,500, it comes in with 2,500 feet. And you'll see it just appearing in the lower bottom section of your screen. Right, now you see that road lying ahead of you, Thomas? There's a road running. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, if you can follow that road, that will put us into a good position. Just need to come left slightly. And then we can pick up the road and follow it.
Where are we actually going?
Out of Salzburg, doesn't matter. You'll end up back.
We're not actually going to
Don't
get up in
question
Salzburg.
Yeah, you're out of Salzburg, and that's where we're going to go back into. And ultimately, you're back at Coventry.
Yeah.
Not quite Salzburg.
Make it somewhere more exotic, that'd be a big disappointment.
True.
Make it a sandy beach in a bar. You'd be really disappointed when you're back at Coventry Airport.
It's almost as sunny there at the moment, though.
Sorry?
Almost as sunny there at the moment.
Well, outside?
Yeah, it's actually quite nice out there today.
Right, now if we can line ourselves up with this road, Thomas,
Yeah.
just come round to the right a little. And that's the gap in the mountains we're going to go through. Or you are.
Yeah.
And we're with you. So we don't want any crashing or anything like that, okay?
I'll try my best.
We'll
I'd
just keep our
rather
heads
not.
down. You tell us when we're through, alright? Call us on the other side.
No pressure, Tom.
Okay, right.
Yeah, so that will line up nicely now. And once we're through there, we'll be going into a climbing turn, okay?
Okay. Okay, you get a bit close to the ground.
Yes. But we shouldn't hit anything.
Theoretically.
No, you won't. Be positive.
Do you have any that crash?
Yeah.
Oh, do you? Oh, joy.
Oh,
We'll
that's
soon
nice.
know the whole thing will come to a stop. Now once you're beating this rock here, Tom, start your left, a little left turn, just a slight left turn. A little more to the left. That's it. A little more, and that will miss the rocks on the other side. Right, now I'm going to give you that vertical line back, okay? So it's slightly out to the left, so a slight left turn will regain that. Nose down just a little. So now your needles, the vertical needle's about to go to the right, Tom, and your horizontal line's going to start climbing. If you can follow them, that puts nicely into a climbing turn. Okay, there it goes. Approaching 8,000 feet, so gently start to level you off at the top. Turn your right before the rock.
Are we going to try a landing?
Where?
Are we?
Oh yes, you are.
25.
Can you remember anything about the ILS?
Still low terrain.
Oh, right.
Don't worry about that, you'll be able to. So we're going to go back and look for the ILS, Tom, okay?
Was that the beams?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was actually quite amazed by that. So, does the beam guide you in
Yes.
rather than the pilot?
Yes. Well,
I
the
was-
pilot can either hand fly it on the beam, or
Right.
the autopilot can follow the beam. And we tend to
Okay.
use the autopilot to follow the beam. There's two beams. There's a vertical beam that
Yes.
sets off on the end of the runway
Yeah.
in a vertical mode.
Yeah.
Okay, that beam will only take you along the runway
Yes.
at any altitude.
Yeah.
The second beam is a horizontal beam
Yeah.
coming off the ground at 3 degrees from the point where you want to touch down.
Okay.
And it comes off at 3 degrees. Fly those two. If you just fly the first beam, it
Yeah.
will only take you along the runway. No
Right.
altitude guidance.
Won't drop you down.
The second beam will drop you down, but not necessarily on the runway. The whole beam's about a mile wide, so it
Oh,
can drop you in the
gosh.
car park or anywhere. So if you put the two beams together,
Where you've got the cross, yeah.
that's it, and it will follow you down.
Okay.
We'll show you how we lock onto it.
I was absolutely
Because I
gobsmacked.
have in FSX had some trouble managing to lock onto the second bit.
Onto the
right.
right sled beam.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. If you come to the right, I'll bring you to the right. I'll tell you what you can do, Tom. That mountain ahead of you, see it?
Yeah.
If you go to the right-hand corner, I'll take the heading line away from you. And you can just steer to the right-hand corner of that mountain over there. That will put us in a nice position to start the descent. And then we'll get down to 4,000 feet. Now you can either come up to the ILS hand flying it or using the autopilot as we would do, and then you can reconfigure. Which one do you want to do?
I have an extremely realistic fixed order autopilot.
Do autopilot, then I can talk you through it, then you can see what's happening and you can get the opportunity of reconfiguring.
In my opinion, there's not that much point going in an extremely realistic flight simulator and then not flying it realistically.
I think that's just for real.
Yeah. So you've got any checklists perhaps?
Oh, checklist is up there, yes. We do a lot of training at weekends with the Ryanair cadets.
Ryanair cadets.
What's that? Sorry.
The new guys are joining Ryanair.
Oh, right,
They come
really?
from the training centres at Oxford
Okay.
and they're going off their assessments.
Yes.
So they come here first, we run them through the Ryanair programme
Okay, okay.
on the QT. And then
Okay.
they go off, hopefully, ready for their exam.
Right.
Right, and we give you that heading line back there. Because to be honest, Katrina, they're coming out the flights at the training centres
Yes.
and they're not coming out as good as they should be.
And so they need this
They
input.
certainly do. Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, it's
I'm glad that you're doing it then.
It's their, well, Ryanair, believe it or not, got some of the highest training standards. But
Right.
it's not all about being able to fly.
No.
It's how you integrate with other people.
Yes, of course. Absolutely.
CRM and all the
Yeah.
rest of it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they're coming out of the training schools with none of it.
Really?
No, they're very single-minded.
Yes, you certainly don't need that, do
That's
you,
not
when you're
gonna
in
get
this
them a
system? No, absolutely not.
Ryanair want to know, can we take people, train them and integrate
Yeah.
the flying and the skills they can brush up on that.
Yes, of course.
But,
So it's the sort of holistic person,
It
really,
is.
that you're looking for.